Hello everyone, my name is Gav. I hope you guys are all having a great day. It's Wednesday, April 22nd, so let's talk capital. Alright guys, so let's start with the S&P again real quick. Nothing crazy here. We've been talking about this resistance channel, right? And basically what we're doing is respecting that right now. So on the weekly, as you can tell, we closed the bullish candle. Excuse me. But right after we gapped down and started moving down. So as of now, I'm expecting a move on the S&P 500 back down to the 200 weekly moving average, which is at 2650. So I mean we're almost there. We almost made it there, but we still got a room to go to get there. On the daily chart, again, we rejected the 50 moving average. Also, a big thing is we just had a death cross happen on the weekly, I'm sorry, on the daily chart. That's when the 50 moving average goes under the 200 moving average. It's a big time bearish indicator. We also look like we set a lower high here. So I'd be 2650 is right here. I wouldn't be surprised if we overshoot and come to the 11-year trend line over here at about 2550, let's say. So that's basically what we're looking at it here. I'm looking for short entries, so anything that pulls up here, I will be shorting this guy. Dow Jones basically doing the same thing. Weekly, we rejected the 200 moving average. So basically this close is now invalidated because we were at resistance. And we're kind of just stuck in between these two channels here. Again, I expect this to break through and come down to about 22,657. Let's switch this over to the other side. There you go. And yeah, basically they follow each other. What I really want to talk about here is Tesla. So Tesla, if you guys remember, I kept saying we're setting a higher low here. Okay, I'm sorry, lower high. Excuse me if I get those mixed up. I'm sorry. I always doesn't click right for some reason. So we're getting ready to set a lower high. Okay, so we have a high, we have a lower high, and here's our third lower high getting ready to happen here. So if we were just to drop a trend line, it's not the cleanest trend line, but I mean, it can work. Okay, we could get a little bit move higher here, a little pop up to like close to 800 and then back down, but this is it here. I know everybody's bullish on Tesla, but it's just irrational. In my opinion, it's irrational bullishness. This is not a bullish situation here. This is coming right back down. This is setting a lower high. This whole move up was irrational. So we're just basically going to undo that here. And if you guys don't believe me, this is Tesla on on a daily chart, right? Let me show you guys how similar some of these markets can be to each other, okay? This is Bitcoin on a daily chart, okay? If I go back to 2017, we had an irrational move to 20,000, right? What happened right afterwards? We came right back down to the 200 moving average and then had a 100% move off of the 200 moving average back up to 11,700-ish, okay? I mean, if these two charts up until this point don't look the same, I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, okay? It's pretty obvious they look the same, right? Irrational move, you got another one to the top to confirm it's a top, and then you move back down, right? I mean, the only difference here is the candles are less solid than the Bitcoin, but that's only because this doesn't trade 24/7, right? But what is it? We had an irrational move. We had a confirmation of the irrational move, setting the top, moved down to the 200 moving average, and then we had a 122% move off of the 200 moving average. I mean, numbers don't lie. What's the saying? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. That's just what it is. So what are we doing? We're setting a lower high here, okay, and then we're going to move right back down. It's just that simple. Okay, sometimes, yes, it is that simple. It is not always that simple, but when it comes to stuff like this, it really is. We're setting a lower high and we're moving down. All right, let's move on to gold here. Gold daily, we got that bounce off that 1676 level we kept talking about. So we again got the bounce, so we're looking to move up, right? We're looking to move up to our resistance level where we're sitting right now. So be a solid short entry right here. But I'm not looking to short this because the general trend of gold is up. So we don't want to go against the trend. We want to be on the side of the trend every single time, or else you will lose more money than you will make. And that's not how you want to play this game, right? So we had to move down to 1664, bounced right off of that, came back above our support level at 1676, moved up, and now we're counteracting resistance, right? We want to see how we hold this 1700 level. If we can hold 1700 and break up, okay, then we can have something like this happen, and then I'll play this. That's your entry right there is your entry. Okay, you want to, I'm sorry, that's a little dirty, doesn't always work the way you want it to, but once we get above and retest this trend line, that's now your long entry going back up to 1750, 1760. Until then, we're not long on this. We want to wait for confirmation, bullish confirmation for us to get in on a long so we can move upwards, right? And then finally, Bitcoin, guys. We've been talking about downtrends on everything, and I've been showing you guys how most markets are in a downtrend right now. Bitcoin was in a downtrend, right? We spoke about how this downtrend, once we get a break, we need to retest. So we got our break on April 16th. Okay, since then we've kind of been pushing sideways, and we dumped down 2 days ago. Everybody thought we're coming right back down to 4,000, 5,800. That's not what happened. That was a retest of the trend line. Okay, we got our retest of the trend line, and now we are moving upwards. Okay, so we're gonna have our daily close in about 25 minutes here. That's gonna be after I post the video. As of right now, we're looking pretty bullish. Okay, so again, we're ready for that move up to our daily 200 moving average, which perfectly sits at 8,000 right now. Okay, so once we get this closed, we can then continue our bullish move up. And when I talk about higher lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and all that stuff, this is what I mean. So we dumped down to 3,800, right? Ever since then, we've been setting higher lows. So we got this low, we got a higher low, we got a higher low, we got a higher low, and we just got a higher low. Okay, so now we're looking to move higher. Okay, that's how you're supposed to read these candlesticks. You get lows, you get higher lows, you get higher lows, you get higher lows, and then you break up. Okay, or vice versa. Okay. One last nugget of news here is tomorrow we get unemployment again. This time we're expecting 4.3 million claims. I'm expecting it to come in right around 4.3, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but it shouldn't be much of a shock to the market, as in it's already expecting a high number. We're just continuously stuck in this 5 million-ish range. So that's what we're expecting. That's probably what we're going to get. And I want to thank you guys for watching the videos and supporting the channel. I know my last video was probably one of everybody's favorites, the oil one, when we had the crash. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. I honestly love it. It's incredible. Please like and subscribe. Please share. Let's get the channel to 100 subscribers, so that way I can get a custom URL and make it easier for people to follow me. As always, if you like the content, give me a like. If you don't, give me a dislike. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And until Friday, I'll see you guys then. Take care.